Hi, this is Miss Fazone, and we are going to be talking about exponential word problems. This is a day 2. Okay. All right. So this is a review. We actually did this exact problem yesterday. So it says find the amount after 3 years if $1,000 is invested at an interest rate of 12% per year, compounded continuously. So I kept underlining this. This is really important. We have a very specific formula for compounded continuously. And that's our A of t equals PE to the RT. So A of t equals P equals R equals and T equals. Which ones of these do we know? Well, 3 years, that's your time. That's your T. 1,000, that's your starting amount. That's your P. And we have our 12%, which is 0.12. Find the amount. Find the amount. That's your question mark. Okay? So, A of 3, that's after 3 years, how much money do we have? $1,000, E to the 0.12 times 3. Okay? Depending on the calculator, you have to put parentheses sometimes. Okay? So, $1,000, E to the 0.12 times 3. 1433. So after 3 years, that's how much money you'd have. We wish we made 12%, right? That's not very likely. Back in the day, they did actually have that, but not anymore. All right. So this is the formula when its compounded interest is different. It's not continuous. This is your not continuous. Okay. It's going to tell you in the problem the number of times interest is calculated per year. So the n is the thing that changed, right? So write that formula down. Okay. All right. So now here's the same problem, but we're going to see what happens when it's calculated differently. So a sum of $1,000 is invested at an interest rate of 12%. Find the amount in the account after 3 years. If interest is compounded, we're going to do an annually, a semi-annually, quarterly, monthly, and daily. Okay, so it's five different problems that we're going to do. All right. So we're going to do an annually to start. All right. So we have our A of t equals P1 plus R over N to the NT. Okay. So what do we know in this problem? P, R, N, and T. We're looking for A of t in all of these. A of. Okay. All right. So what do we know? Your P is 1,000. That didn't change. R is 0.12. T is 3. The only thing that's going to change is your N. The only thing that's going to change is your N in this problem. So for annually, how many times a year is that? That's once a year. Okay? That's only once a year. So that's what we're plugging in. Okay? So we have a 3. We have 1,000. 1 plus 0.12 over 1 to the 1 times 3. Okay? Just plug in the calculator. So 1,000 parentheses 1 plus R over N to the, what was it? 1 times 3. Enter. 1404. Now notice this was our continuous. It's the same problem. Look at the difference. 1404 versus 1433. So you get a lot less when it's annually. All right, so 1404.93. So that's our annually problem. Okay, that's annually. Okay. Next, let's do semi-annually. P, R, N, and T. P is still 1,000. R is still 0.12. T is still 3. What's your N for semi-annually? What do you think that means? That means twice a year. Semi usually means 2. Right? So it's the same thing again. All right. A of 3 equals 1,000, 1 plus 0.12 over 2 to the 2 times 3. Okay. So again, I'm super lazy. I'm going to hit second enter. And I'm going to change that to a 2 and that to a 2. 14 to 18. So this one, it went up a little bit, right? Twice a year, it